Christmas may be months away, but now is your chance to get involved and create something that will end up at our nation's capital. Amy Albright is with the Monongahela National Forest with some exciting news. Amy, so glad that you could take time to talk with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so let's get talking about the Christmas tree. Actually, several trees grown in our national forest in West Virginia that will decorate the Capitol in Washington, D.C. Tell us about it.
The tradition of the U.S. Capitol Christmas tree actually began back in the 1960s. They planted a live tree on the west lawn of the U.S. Capitol. It only lived for a couple of years. So then in 1970, they began asking a different national forest each year to harvest a tree from their national forest and send it to Washington, D.C. to be installed on the west lawn of the U.S. Capitol building. That very first tree in 1970 was the Monongahela National Forest. We provided that very first tree, another tree in 1976, and so 2023 we have our third opportunity to provide the tree on behalf of the state of West Virginia to the nation's capital.
How exciting. I mean, I think it's exciting, and it's got to be really thrilling for you and your crew at the forestry.
It is, yes. So we have a team of folks here on the Monongahela National Forest, and we're working closely with our nonprofit partner, Choose Outdoors, as well as people in Washington, D.C., in our Forest Service office and the Architect of the Capitol's office. It's a whole year-long effort where we get to highlight not just the U.S. Forest Service and the Monongahela National Forest, but the state of West Virginia as a whole. Each year, a different theme is chosen for the tree, and this year our theme is Endlessly Wild and Wonderful. So we want to showcase all of the great things about our state.
Yeah, and I hear that the tree, the main one, is going to take a tour around West Virginia, so we might get to see it.
Yes. Yeah. Later this summer, we'll have staff from the Architect of the Capitol office come out to the Monongahela, and they'll tour the forest, and we'll show them a list of candidate trees that we've identified over the past couple of months, and they will select the tree to be harvested in November. Once it's harvested, it gets loaded onto the back of an extra long trailer, and then it heads out on about a 2-week tour around West Virginia and surrounding states before it's ultimately delivered to the U.S. Capitol. So we'll be stopping in communities all across the state, and people will have the chance to see the tree on the back of the truck and sign the banner on the truck and see it off to D.C.
Oh, we can't wait. We hope it comes through our area here. So I know there are also going to be other trees that are going to be in some of the offices around the Capitol. So you all are going to need some things to decorate these trees. Tell us about the tree skirts and even ornaments that anyone in our area can contribute to.
Absolutely. So we'll be sending down an approximately 70-foot tall tree that goes on the lawn of the Capitol, but we're also sending down a number of smaller, normal-sized Christmas trees that will go in federal buildings in Washington, D.C. So along with that, we're going to be sending decorations for them. We're looking for ornaments for the outdoor tree that are about 12 inches in diameter, that are shiny and bright and catch people's attention, that are waterproof. And for the indoor trees, we're looking for about 3-inch ornaments that help showcase what West Virginia is all about. So they can be any theme, but we would like to highlight West Virginia. So if folks go to our website, they can see a list of suggested themes to help get their creativity flowing. The ornaments could be along the themes of West Virginia state symbols like the rhododendron or the cardinal, could highlight famous West Virginians or iconic scenes on the Monongahela National Forest or within the state. The possibilities are endless.
Oh, and what a great thing, a great fun thing to do with friends or family, school kids, just anybody. And you're also needing tree skirts for all of these trees too. Any guidelines or tips for those?
Yeah, so for all of the indoor trees, we are looking for handmade tree skirts. They can be made of any durable material, so they could be quilted or crocheted. They could be made of felt. They're 5 foot in diameter, and we have some guidelines again online, but we ask that people put their name and address on the back of the tree skirt so we know where it came from and we can thank them appropriately. Unfortunately, the tree skirts and the ornaments cannot be returned, so we ask that people, use materials as appropriate. And we're also focusing on recycled and reused materials in the making of our ornaments this year.
What's the deadline? How soon do you need these?
We're asking for ornaments and tree skirts to be sent in or dropped off at any of our Monongahela National Forest offices by September 1st.
Okay. So that gives us our deadline. You've given us some ideas of how to decorate them. Good activities to keep people busy over the summer to get ready for this.